Let's
go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And it's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday, and you know what? I know you don't see South Carolina's finest. It's all good because I got my guys. I got my guys from Washington in the house, and I can't wait to talk to them. You see who I'm with. My guy right next to me. Yes, sir. The shirtless wonder. Got a shirt back on. All good. What up, Ab?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on, Sean. Great to be here.
Oh yeah. This is Christmas right now. This is the best time of the year.
we miss you, Will. All right.
Yeah, right. Yo, and you see who is right down there beneath us, our guy and host of Bro Crew Sports, Alyx Stevens. What up, Alyx?
No, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Washington Football Roundtable. Hey, we're gonna try to do this, especially in the off season and coming into the season. You guys liked it so much when I had my guys on here before, and we're gonna bring this back, man, because there's so much good football to talk, and everybody's talking about it. And gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I feel kind of good, man. We've been interviewing everybody under the sun. We got a new GM. We got a new little personal consultant. Man, we the bell of the ball right now. How y'all feeling?
Only up from here, man. That's how I'm feeling. Only up.
Nah, I'm excited. I'm real excited about this. Like, honestly, new GM, new coach. It's refreshing. You know what I mean? This is what we wanted for a long time. And it just feels like it feels right, man. It just feels it feels like we're going in the right way. We thought we were going the right way with Ron, but nah, this feels better than that, I want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, I was telling Will, it was like, man, we the pretty girl at the dance. Everybody coming up to us like, oh, can I be with you? Can I come to your place? Can I be around you? I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm good. I feel great. But look, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, come on, girl, let's go.
Yo, like you said, Ab, man, that dark cloud finally seems like it has been lifted with the new acquisitions. Our new GM, Adam Peters from San Francisco. We got Bob Myers, the guy that helped create one of the best dynasties in at least in recent memory of the Golden State Warriors, drafting Klay Thompson, drafting Steph Curry. So amazing. So glad we got these guys in house. We don't have a coach yet, but something tells me we right around the corner. And I can't wait. And we're going to save that conversation. We got our guy, Nathan Snell. He's going to be with us in a little bit. But we got plenty to talk about because the draft is coming up. Our guy Ab's going to hit us with his draft mock 2.0. He's got a theory. Maybe we're going to go in an interesting direction. We're going to let him get down to that. But before we do, oh, yeah, what's up?
Nah, I was just like, I have a theory.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I can't wait. You're going to want to tune into this, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do, we got to talk to our guy down here because I know, ladies and gentlemen, my quarterback, he might be on his way out. You know, I understand this is a business. I get it. Sam, you're still my guy. Let it be known, okay? But I am definitely open to other opportunities because, like I said, we got so much in front of us. So I'm going to bring it to my guy, Alyx Stevens, first because the only one pick is above us, and that's the Chicago Bears, and they have a quarterback in Justin Fields. And, Alyx, man, you feeling like we need to be talking to them. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. A lot of people have been telling me that I've been tripping on this one, but a lot of people liking it. A lot of Washington fans are liking it, and a lot of people want to stick with Sam Howell. A lot of people want to draft Drake May. I've been hearing a lot of people saying Drake May a lot, but I've been saying Justin Fields, man. I've been saying Justin Fields, and I think, if this coaching staff in this new GM is if they're not Adam Peters and whoever our new coach is, if they're not feeling Sam Howell, this is the direction I will go. I wouldn't go Drake May, Caleb Williams, and none of them at number 2. I wouldn't do that. I would go with this if they're not sold on Sam Howell. Now, if they are sold on Sam Howell, build around Sam Howell, I'm all with it. But if they're not, Justin Fields, we should trade for him.
Now, what do you think the asking price for Justin Fields is going to be? And not what you think he deserves, but what the Chicago Bears are going to be looking for.
I would have to say a late first. I would be sure. When they drafted him, what was it, 11th pick in the first round? Yeah. So I would say if a team a late first or whatever, they probably would look for that. But I don't think no NFL team is going for a late first. I don't think so. They was talking about Atlanta, rumors about Atlanta wanted them at number because Atlanta's at number 8, and they were trying to say that they would get rid of their first 8. And I just don't believe that, because Atlanta, I think this year only got 20-something mil in cap, or right around close to 30. And you got to sign. Mia Ad was just talking about that. You got to sign his 5th year option when you grab him here eventually. And his 5th year option is, I think it's 23 million. I think, yeah. Somewhere around there. So whatever team, but I think he's worth, if it was me, I think he's worth either a 2nd or a 3rd, probably add another 5th in there or something, 4th in there, somewhere around there. Yeah, absolutely.
What you think, man? What you think?
I'm trying to see. I'm looking at Atlanta has, according to Spot Rack, Atlanta has almost 30 million in cap, and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that'll hurt them right there.
Right. I mean,
have to sign Justin until next year, and I think they would have to try. I think the Bears will have to try and trade him, in order for the value to be there. Try to trade him before the 5th year option deadline it comes up. So they're gonna try to do that quick, and it's going to be coming up soon. I believe the deadline's March, I want to say. So I'm not quite sure, but they're going to do this as soon as possible, guys. Yeah. Signing Alex Smith soon, kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about Atlanta. I don't see it possible of them getting rid of their number 8th pick. And like you said, Ab, they only got close to 30 mil, and then they got to sign that 5th year. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think the reason why us is because we're either 1st or 2nd in cap space this year. We got a lot of cap, and this is not mentioned. We got about, I don't know. I was reading articles online, so I don't know exactly how much we had, but as far as I know, I think we're around 70 something, so 78, close to 80. But that's not mentioning the people we cut. We ain't cut nobody, because once we cut Leno and Logan, I don't think they're gonna be here. 30-some years old, I think they're probably gonna be gone. You cut them guys, then and they eating up a whole lot of that cap. So as far as I know, if we cut some veterans and stuff like that, we're gonna be close to 100 mil, and maybe even over. So I just think it would be smart for us to do it. And and I was saying this. Remember that we got Chicago's second pick for Montez Sweat. We can even give it back to him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to get rid of our number 2 pick. Then number 2 pick, we don't have to go quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So.
My concern, number one, we talking about having to pay him, some kind of exorbitant, a couple 23 mil, whatever. I don't want to get in another situation like Carson Wentz, where we having to pay him and this and that. And the reason why I'm saying that, because make no mistake about it, I'm a huge Justin Fields fan. I was very happy for them when he went to Chicago and thought he was going to be the turnaround, but right. Chicago didn't do barely anything to help him. My question would be, if he does, why do we want to go after somebody if the team that he's on is kind of treating him like trash and they're saying we don't even want him? That's where I'm kind of like, all right, let me look a little deeper in to see what is it. I mean, we know the skill set and how good he is, but how big are his issues is what concerns me.
That's what I'm saying about. I just don't think he put enough out there. They didn't build enough around him. That's what I believe. Mind you, they got DJ Moore for him and stuff, and he slowly started getting better. Especially at the end of the season, y'all saw that he started looking real good. They don't really have a good offensive line either. They just, they slowly once they traded for Sweat and stuff, like the team started getting their mojo on, and Fields started showing some spark at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason why I don't think they're sold on Justin Fields is just because these coaches, they got to get this right. They definitely got to get this right. They messed up on not getting Pat Mahomes, and they got Mitch Trubisky. So if they mess up on Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams is this big thing that's supposed to happen, they really gonna be hurt. Because mind you, they got the first pick, so they're really in control of anything. So they don't want to mess this up.
Yeah. What you think, Ab?
So to me, this is a strategy thing. Honestly, to me, I like the strategy of it. Like this tells everyone that the number we trade for him because this gives us the power in the draft. So everyone knows once he's traded what the number one pick's going to be.
Right.
So that puts everything on us. That gives us the power, and people trying to trade up for us. And we're like, look, we don't even have to take a quarterback here, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? People are going to sell their mamas for this pick. So I'm like trying to tell you, like, this is a strategy. And and honestly, it doesn't even have to be trading for Justin Fields. If a certain quarterback wants to come back home where he started, he's a free agent, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could sign maybe 2 years here, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could also happen too.
I know you're not talking about Kirk Cousins.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Does he want to come back? Does he want to come back, though?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. With all the money we got, and we can't lie. Yeah. Kirk Cousins is a stand-up, good quarterback, good to great quarterback, and we cannot lie about that. So I'm
the best QB we had in a while.
Yeah, Justin Fields or Kirk Cousins. I'm trying to tell you this, but Justin Fields kind of forces the play of getting the power in the draft. And honestly, I'm all about that. I'm all about the power and everybody looking to us, looking to trade up to us. And honestly, I've done huge mock drafts, and I just get crazy with it, man. Like I be like trading back 4 times in the first round. Like I'm that guy, man. I'm like collect all these first round picks because anything in the top 10 is another first round pick.
Right.
Hey, let me hold on. Let me say this about the Kirk Cousins thing. I think the Kirk Cousins thing, he would be, if we go that free agent route, I think he would be the best one, even over Russell Wilson. But I feel like we backtracking, and the reason why I feel like we backtracking is because when it comes to Russell Wilson, because there was some fans saying, why don't we just get Russell Wilson? Da, 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 da. I don't feel like that's a smart move because y'all remember we had Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz played for the Eagles, then he played for the Colts, then he played for us. Third time's a charm? No, it ain't. It ain't a charm. It didn't work. Same thing with Russell, right? I mean, obviously he played for Seattle. He got a Super Bowl. And then eventually at the end of, with Seattle, he went to Broncos. That ain't working. Now, third time's a charm. With a different team? Don't come to Washington. We don't want that. So same thing with Kurt. I just do not feel like third time's a charm when it comes to Washington. I just don't see it happening. I don't want that.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you what you talked about Russell and you talked about Carson Wentz. Look at their second destination. Carson with the Colts, who, albeit he had a 27-7 season, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but he also had an epic collapse towards the end of that season with a playoff caliber team. And then we go to Russell Wilson, who did absolutely nothing in Denver. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying this, and I understand that both of those situations, you're in here 1 year and you got to learn the system. And that is the big thing for me with Justin, because if he's just starting to learn their system and then he comes over to us, he's going to have to reset and learn that system. And if we really, whoever we bring in, unless this guy is brilliant, his football IQ is through the roof, they're going to have to take some time to learn what EB system or whoever is in here running the plays. They're going to have to take time to learn that system. And I just don't. Go ahead.
Good. My bad. What? My bad, Sean. I'm gonna let you finish. But what I was trying to say was, then this is what I think it will make easier for Justin Fields. Are you ready? I think if we did get Justin, now mind you, if Adam Peters and whoever our coach is, everybody keeps saying Ben Johnson. Let's say we do have Ben Johnson. Let's just say that, right? Let's say we do have Slowick. Okay, these are great offensive mind guys, right? It seems like it. That's what everybody keeps talking about. Okay, y'all saw what Slowick did with CJ Stroud. I mean, that might have been more CJ, but hey, Slowick, he balled out. Okay. When it comes to Ben Johnson, you see what he's done with Jared Goff. You see what he's done with the wide receivers. You see what he's done with these running backs. I think if we get Ben Johnson, Jahan Dotson career will even spark even better. Okay, I think he will put Jahan Dotson in the right position for him to be successful. That being said, when it comes to Justin Fields, if Adam Peters sits down with Ben Johnson, is like, hey man, can you get Justin Fields at the highest ceiling? Can you put him in the right scheme? This man has, I mean, he's very, very athletic. Can we work this dual threat quarterback to make him, can we get the pieces around him? All right. If Ben Johnson says, yes, I can do that, cool. We trade for him. We keep the number 2 pick, right? And at number 2, Ab, I know you like to trade back and stuff. Or, right, it's going to take some time. I know everybody wants to go to the playoffs next year and stuff. Listen, it might take some time. I think at number 2, you get the best guy off the board. You already know Caleb Williams going number 1. Okay. You get number 2, you get the best wide receiver out the draft. Okay. Hold on. Listen. Listen. Look. Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, you get that man. So you for Justin Fields, okay, you'll have obviously Brian Robinson at running back. You'll have Terry McLaurin on the side. You'll have Marvin Harrison Jr. on the other side. You'll have Jahan Dotson. Man, he would feel more comfortable. He would feel relaxed. I know the O-line, but hey, we got cap room, people. We got cap space. Now, I'm not saying that every O-line is going to be in free agency. We're going to have to draft some. But
this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let you. Yeah. I was gonna say I will let you go, Ab, because that's the perfect segue into your segment. So say your piece and then segue into the draft, because this man, oh my goodness, he got a theory too. Everybody got theory.
All right. So second pick, you do trade back. Honestly, my prediction, there's going to be top 3 are going to be quarterbacks taken off the board. You could go number 4. We could trade back to number 4 with Arizona's not going to trade up for, so Arizona's number 4. So number 4, that's where I see Marvin Harrison coming off the board. That's where I see him to Arizona, and I think Hollywood Brown is a free agent also this year. So it's too perfect for Arizona to pick him up. And to me, I'm not saying we need to trade back all the way like down to the bottom of the draft, but I'm saying trade back with Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? A pick. Atlanta will sell their mom. Like I said, they're going to sell their mom for this pick. And and to me, number 8, you could absolutely even take the best guy on the board. And this is the reason why I say you can't, we don't want to just pick Marvin Harrison. It's because there is nobody in free agency in like starting caliber wise like that I see. You know what I'm saying? There's good pickups, but there's no one phenomenal. There's no one like, to me, it's just like they're good to really good players. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not changers of the line. Like, and to me, I'm not saying we need to go pick up the best lineman, but like it's scrapping over there, bro. It really is, and we need to be. And this is what I talked to Sean and Will about on the last show. We need whatever pick in the first round we pick needs to hit. Yep. It needs to hit. We cannot have another. I don't even know his name because he wasn't worth thinking about from last year. Forbes, yeah. We need a hit in the first round.
Ab, that's what I'm saying. We generational talent. Marvin Harrison. Do you want a Terrell Owens or Steve Smith? Steve Smith, you know what I'm saying? Steve Smith Senior, right? That's his name for the Carolina. Remember, right? Okay. Do you want a Calvin Johnson? I'm not saying Marvin Harris is big Calvin Johnson, but everybody keeps talking Marvin Harris Jr. could be even better than his daddy.
No,
okay,
I don't doubt
generational talent.
I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that. But to me, that's not the route you take, especially with the holes on the offensive line, especially if we get a quarterback. A quarterback's going to need like a secure spot. Like one player that's good on the offensive line. What's his name? The second rounder, right guard, I believe.
For who? Cody Mock? Who? For who? For us?
For us, yeah.
Who? Cosme?
Cosme, yeah.
Right. He's nice, yeah.
He's our only good lineman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that means there's
one of our only good picks
we need to fill. 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially like just like you said, I think we're going to release half the damn team.
Wait. Because even though Washington fans, myself included, I'm gonna point myself out. We have shitted on this line. Let's be my bad, Sean. I didn't mean to cuss. We have been down in this line all year, but we need to start taking some of the blame. And I'm not blaming too much on Sam, but we need to blame some of it on Sam because and EB. We need to blame a lot of it on EB too, because all Sam did was throw. He that's all he did was throw, and Sam did have a problem with holding on to the ball too long. So I do think some of the O-line will be gone, but not all of it, because we can't blame it all on the O-line, because some y'all O-line was playing pretty decent.
Y'all remember talking about getting rid of Leno? How are you talking about?
Leno need to go. Leno need to go.
But getting rid of Leno, and then all of a sudden you're like, we're not getting rid of the whole. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
No. I'm talking about
one of the good ones.
No, Leno. Nah. Leno, nah, man.
But look,
he's not better than Gates. He's not better than Gates.
He's better than Gates and Wiley.
No,
that's not saying much.
He's better than Gates. He's better than Gates.
That's
he's no Morgan Moses.
But Gates lost his spot though. Remember Gates lost his spot.
He should have never got a spot.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't have. But who was the guy that started over him because he lost it?
Larson.
It was what's his name?
Wasn't it Larson?
It was
Larson. Yeah, I mean, you can keep Larson.
Larson's a free agent too, but like he's dependable. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a starter. You know what I mean? Like, he's dependable. Like it's a dependable backup.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you would pay Leno. How much is he making this year? I think like 10 or 12 million. You would pay him. 33 years old.
He's 15. He's 15 million.
15. Oh, even worse. You would pay that, or would you cut him and get that and get some of that cap?
See, this is to my thing. Like, honestly, I'm not even saying keep Leno. I'm not. Yeah. I'm just saying we're getting rid of half of the team. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like that's especially if they got a big cap hit and we can save some money against them. Yeah, they're gone. Like Leno, Thomas, like they're we get rid of them. It's a positive on the cap. So I believe. Like I'm agreeing with you there. All I'm saying is half the team is gone, and the backups, honestly, they're not going to cost a lot to retain them or to keep them. Yeah, but
hold up.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Well, no. So I was saying. So first, Alyx, you haven't seen our last two 53-man mock rosters. Because if you would have seen it, you would have seen I normally retain 14 linemen. Okay, so we need to go O-line. All right? but I'm gonna say I think you made a good point though, in saying that like Ab, when you were saying we truly don't know who, if any, people will be retained next year. We don't know what the new coaching staff's going to do. We don't know what's going to happen between today and in 2-3 weeks. Once Super Bowl and everything and the actual offseason starts. So it's really hard to kind of pinpoint a direction, because when it comes to a Justin Fields or it comes to a Kirk Cousins or whatever, we have to remember what system we're putting him into, and if EB is going to be there, or if it's going to be somebody new in X, Y, and Z. But look, we're going to talk about that. Ab, I'm coming to you. Let's start with your mock draft so we can see your theory, see what direction you're going in, and we can kind of talk about all this.
Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to share the screen.
Still not.
It still can't. You still can't.
Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Boom.
All right.
Hey, I like that first pick.
All right. Right
Exactly
here.
where I was going.
right here. This I'm trying to tell you guys. Right here. We're trading back to the 5th round. It's the 5th pick, and picking up all those draft picks right there. The Giants are gonna sell the farm trying to get Jalen. Was it Jalen Daniels?
Daniels. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna jump up and they're gonna give us a lot, and we're gonna take a lot because it's the Giants and they're in our division. So all about that. But what doesn't show here is that I did trade for Justin Fields. I did trade for Justin Fields at the beginning of the draft. So give me right here.
Oh, what?
Nope, not there. Right, I'm sorry. Right there.
Oh, I see it. There it go, right there. Oh, okay.
Okay. Justin Fields. So right here we get the 4th pick, 4th round, their 4th rounder, and their 7th rounder next year, and we give them a 2nd and a 3rd.
Okay.
So so right there, I think everybody wins here, and they graded me. They didn't grade me there, but
I see the other ones. Oh damn, yo, I'm loving this draft you got here.
Thank you. And with that 5th pick, we're securing the line. So right there, this is a need. Like this is best player right here.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Joe Alt is a phenomenal lineman, and honestly, put him on the left, and we're good. We're putting.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
Let me speak on that too. Number one, you also got pedigree. His dad played in the league for several years and was legit. Number two, we talk about all the time. These generational talent can't miss prospects at quarterback. This is that guy at line. We have not been the same since we let Trent, walk to San Francisco. You know what I mean? This would solidify our line, and this would be perfect. Ab, I'm loving this, man. I'm on board. Go ahead, man.
All right, man. So I made another trade. Arizona comes up 2 spots in the 2nd round, pick up our number 34, and we get a hell of a lot of more from them. 4th rounder, 5th rounder, 6th rounder this year, 4th rounder next year. So I'm trying to tell you, we collecting, and honestly, I meant it when I said, like, that's how Philly got better. Is they made these trades and they got future draft picks at the same time with that. The only difference is they did it in the 1st round. And you saw how I just murdered the Giants with their picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So now we have our number 36 pick in the 2nd round, and we got Ohio State JT. I'm not even going to try to say his name. Okay?
He's legit. Yep.
Another legit guy, guys. Like, honestly, like, we need an edge, and I went edge, so I picked that up. And then we still have another second round. Oh, I made a trade. I gave I gave Chicago their draft pick back pretty much, and they traded. Right. And so we got their second rounder, of their fifth rounder this year, third rounder next year, fourth rounder next year, just so that they can get their pick again.
Oh wow!
And so we got a number 42 in the second round. We getting Chris Paul's brother, Patrick Paul.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
Nice.
Oh, snap!
I love that.
We're getting his brother. So honestly, and apparently, like, I think I like Paul. Tell you the truth, and so to me, I like Paul. And
Paul look good.
So like getting his brother, he's supposed to be better than his brother. You know what I'm saying? Than his older brother.
I'm loving that linebacker you got right there because I've seen him in highlights. He's nice.
Yeah, that my third round. That I make sure every time I'm looking for him in the third round. Like,
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Trotter is legit, and I picked him up in the third round. I had some teams trying to trade with me, but I was like, nah, I got to get Trotter. I got to get Trotter.
Got to, yeah, absolutely.
Because we missed last year with a guy. He's not as good, Trenton Simpson. We had an opportunity to get him, and we missed on getting him. Well, Ron and JDR don't like linebackers, but go ahead, Ab.
We always miss on the linebackers with them, man. So
it's not like they played that position in the league or anything.
Not like they should know what they're talking about, like,
right?
So in the fourth round, I go back to edge. You know what I'm saying? We lost both our edges. We traded both our edges last year. The fourth round, I go back edge, and I pick up the best available. He's the best available then. So Adesanya, Isaac. I don't know much about Penn State, so you would know more than me, Sean.
One thing I do know is another one of those early linemen that's going to come off the board is Fashanu, the tackle from Penn State, and I know he's going up against Fashanu and Isaac go up against each other in practice all the time. So if you got somebody that is this talented that we're getting this late, and then it constantly goes up against one of the best in the country each practice, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. So I haven't seen him per se, but I know that defense is pretty hungry. So I'm loving that one, man.
All right, Matt. This is probably the best pick in the draft right here. Bucky Irving taking the place of Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson, love the guy, but he's gone. So
yeah, I'm sure he's gone too. Yeah.
So honestly, we like to pick up running back around the third, fourth, fifth round. So and this guy, and it's bad because this guy is phenomenal. He is great, and to me, like, honestly, if the league respected running backs more, he'd be higher than this. And so Irving, fourth round pick.
Hey, you think Bucky? See, I don't know too much about Bucky, but do you think he's better than the Michigan running back? I like the Michigan running back. I can't think of his name.
Blake Corum.
I like him. I'll take him around this area. Who's better?
When you go Bucky versus Blake, it's like going Zeke versus Pollard. Bucky's got the speed. You get him out in space. He will fill the role of Antonio Gibson. As opposed to Blake Corum, who actually is from Southern Virginia. I didn't know that. He's from Fauquier County, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. From Marshall and Warrington, that area, down 66. But Blake Corum is that bruiser. He's that dog. I love that. Yeah, I would love to get him. My only thing is, what would that then do for Chris Rodriguez? You know what I mean?
Hell, Brian Robinson.
Well, right. Because now it's that both of those guys are bruisers, and that's why I love this pick with Bucky Irving. Because then if we replace Gibson and get a true back in the backfield, but he's more of a scat back, this guy could really shine for this. So I like this one.
And that's why I picked him up, is because he had like 50 receptions or something like that, Sean.
Yeah.
So
yep.
yeah, so honestly, that right there stood out to me, and that's why I went this way. Like I said, Antonio Gibson's gone, so that's why we need this now. We need to fill him in. Like I don't see us spending any money to get Gibson back.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right, so then you got that trade next, but you told us about that one.
I already told you about this Justin Fields trade right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Michigan tight end. Sean, you would know more about it than me, man.
He's legitimate tight end. And these next 2 picks I love. My question to you is now with the recent information that we found out today about Harbaugh going to the Chargers. I know he can't get everybody, but how many of these guys do you think he's going to try to pull? Because Nugent, I love that guy at center. I think that guy is going to be legit. I just wonder if now that Harbaugh's in the league, if he starts to say, hey, you guys want to do like a Dion, like, hey, you want to come play for me here? You know what I mean?
But he also that's also to me. I don't think he's gonna be doing that, bro. I really don't think he's gonna be after his guys. He may go after his quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that JJ gone. He going.
I believe he will.
He might go for his quarterback. Like to me, like to learn under Justin Herbert. You know what I mean? But I don't see him gunning for all his guys. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure he can look at his guys and be like, I mean, he's good, but this dude for real,
right.
like I wish he was on my team. Exactly. Like you know what I'm saying? But like he's in that spot now, and like no one should expect him to be picking up any Michigan guys. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe some undrafted free agents, but no one should expect him to pick up any Michigan guys in this draft. Like if you do, then like I think you're not realizing that he's elevated, he's graduated now, like you know what I'm saying, and he has to think for the whole team. And like there might be like he may love you, but he may see someone that's better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he don't have to worry about talking to those people because he in the league and everybody gets paid, so he don't got to hush, and he can take a guy out to buy him a burger or whatever they accused him of.
Yeah.
But keep going, because I think, and I don't know how the 5th round guy you got here, Cooper Beebe, I don't know how he dropped this far, because he's one of the best guards in the country. So the fact that you got him right here is a steal.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I don't know how either, but like it's not me. I know everyone's gonna probably look at this and be like, hey, this is whack. He's not going to be there in the 5th. Well, he was there in the 5th for me. Okay.
Exactly.
So like, honestly, what can I say? So I get him, Cooper Beebe, and honestly, he looked really good, especially when I'm looking at his stats, and when I looked at his plays, like highlights and stuff, Sean, like you said, awesome cat. Yeah. Awesome. Like loser.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely a huge fan of his.
Go ahead.
I was saying definitely a huge fan of his, man. And you talk about solidifying a line. This guy's played for several years. This guy knows what he's doing. Like, I like that pick.
And so I only did it to the 5th round, guys. So this is my last pick. And honestly, this is it. I don't know if he's coming out for the draft or not. But this is a fail safe. You know what I'm saying? This is the same thing what Detroit did when they picked up was it Herndon last year?
Yep. Hendon Hooker. Yeah.
Yeah. So from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he got hurt late in the year, and like honestly, they're like, we're going to draft him. He's a good quarterback, and we're just going to sit him the first year. You know what I'm saying? All else fails, he'll be a great backup.
Right.
Yeah. In my scenario, we got Justin Fields, we got Sam Howell, and we got Jordan Travis marinating in the background. So honestly, Jordan Travis is the truth. Mm-hmm. So he's the truth, man. And so if we can get him in the 5th round and just have him marinate, just heal up. Hopefully, we got a better doctor unit in that and at Fed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't do him like they did Trent, and just we like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, he might be our future right here, guys.
I like that. I like that. So, all right, man. Hey, look, that's 5 picks, man. Let's go back through. Alyx, what do you think of this? How close is maybe your mock? And what are you thinking, man? Because we did get Justin, like you wanted, and we got picks.
Right. I'm loving what Ab did. I love the Justin Fields trade. I mean, obviously, I've been down on that. I love that what Ab did was trade back at number 2. Dog, I'm all for it. I mean, if we want to get more picks, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. I love how you did get the D end and obviously the halfback and the linebacker. That was my number 1. I do watch a little bit of Jeremiah, so I really like him. The only knock that I have, and I don't know if we're gonna do that in free agency. I don't know, what we're gonna do, but I didn't see no cornerbacks, and I just don't know, because again, y'all watch college more than me, but I did watch them Michigan boys, them corners in Michigan. Them boys are dogs, man. But that's really the only thing, because I don't know if we're going to keep Kendall Fuller, and even if we do try to keep Kendall Fuller, he is 29. He is hitting free agency. I don't know if the team wants to even sign him back. He might even go somewhere else because he wants to be with a winning team. I don't know. But Emmanuel Forbes, we really don't know about him too much because he's still a question mark, but he's leaning more towards over. I hate to say it. I like him, but I think he's leaning more towards over being a bust. I don't know yet, because he's like the last couple of games when I was watching Emmanuel Forbes, like I thought he could tackle, but that man can't tackle at all. I'm like, what the world? Like I'm a little scared for him, man, because he's so small. He's real good in zone, but I don't know how they're gonna use him. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know how they're gonna use the man. But
they gotta restore his confidence. They gotta restore his confidence.
Right. That too. And then with St. Juice could be if anything, because he'll be on a 1-year deal. I don't know if this team will sign him. They might even trade Saint. So I really don't know. I mean, the reason why I would say that is because if they don't want to sign him, man, I don't know. I think St. Juice is real talented, but I mean, he was just getting his butt burnt. I mean, but he did have a lot of pass deflections this year. But that's really the only knockoff on it was really cornerback. But other than that, man, I really love how he was getting all them guards and stuff. I'm liking it, Ab. I'm liking it.
Yeah. You got me when you got the 2 tackles and the guards and all that. The only thing I would switch would be right at round 4 and round 5. And to your point, Ab, about getting Jordan Travis later, I would get I think it's either their guard or their original center, Zinter, number like 57, I think it was. And he got hurt too. He got hurt in the Ohio State game. And he'll be one of those that obviously he won't play the next year, but it's one of those things where you can keep him in house, rehab him, and he's one of the best. We saw one of the teams did that with the USC guard Voorhees last year, who put up all those reps on bench press even after he tore his ACL. And then 2 years ago, I think it was Ojabu. He went over to the Ravens. He was out, got tore his ACL in like the last game, missed his whole first year, and now he's one of the big pieces in that Baltimore defense this year. So I love that. I would definitely make that move. To your point, Alyx, I last year has really scarred me on corners. You know what I mean? Because we got two defensive backs last year, and none of them. I mean, obviously we weren't good as a whole in the secondary, but Forbes and Martin, both of them, definitely underperformed for me. If we're going that route, I would potentially. I don't know if he's going to be around here, but I got to shout out the best white corner since Jason Sehorn and Cooper John from Iowa, one of the best corners, highest graded corner in college, man. We know about those Iowa defenses. So I honestly, that would be the direction. if I changed anything on here. But honestly, I think this does something that Ron Rivera and Washington they don't like to do. This actually fills our needs. You got a tight end, you got 4 linemen, you got a quarterback for the future, you got a running back to replace our Gibson, you got edge rushers to replace our edge, you got more picks. I look, I see what they gave you. I'd give you an A. I like what you did. And the thing I like the most is that Sam is still on the roster. My guy. I appreciate that.
I told you already, Sam's the backup, man. Like, no matter what happens, we're keeping Sam. He's going to be the backup.
As long as he's in that burgundy and gold, I'm good.
And let me speak about the cornerback thing. When I was doing the draft, I didn't see any that I liked. It really was. They're not deep, bro. Like they really aren't. And it was, and I was like, do I get like a cornerback that's rated like 70 because I need him, or do I get like a defensive end that's like 80, 90? You know what I'm saying? I was like, I had to pick. There really what cornerback I was looking for one, but it wasn't around the area when I was picking. It just was not happening.
Hey, Ed, what about wide receiver? Like any of them in the second that look good or anything, or?
There's a few. I don't like. This is where I didn't think was accurate. I think Keon Coleman.
Yeah, I like Coleman. Yeah, that's what I was thinking in the second or third, right?
Yeah, like, but they had him in the second. They had him in the second, but but I think he's like a late first for real.
And yeah, where did they have the LSU guy, Malik Neighbors?
Yeah, he's first, early first.
He was top 10. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, top 10. Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be hard to get right there.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, no, I mean honestly. When you look at again, we don't know who we're going to retain, but when you look at this, we still, if we keep our version of the triplets, our posse at wide receiver with Samuel, McLaurin, and Jahan Dotson, then I mean this set is perfect because they know what they're doing. We got our backs now, we got our line. That solidifies that. I love that. Hopefully this is where we're going to go. Go ahead, Ab.
Oh, I was going to say Samuel's a free agent, bro. So, like,
yeah,
I don't think we're retaining him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see us keeping him either, man. He's
if we can draft somebody.
He didn't really do the best, man, with us.
If with that being the case, there's a guy that I think we could potentially get. Definitely should get him if we end up getting Drake May, but if we don't, there's a guy we should get, Devontae Walker. He was one of Drake May's best targets. I think his first game this year, he had 3 TD receptions. Like, the guy can be a threat, but he didn't get enough attention because he was in North Carolina. I think he might be a nice little slot, something that could fill in the spot of Samuel, but he has a little bit more size where he's over 6 foot, so where he may be a little bigger body. And we know that's something that we have not had in a while, a big body receiver that's actually a threat. So
Hey Sean, so do you? I'm about to ask you because you said something about if we get Drake May. Do you think Drake May is the next big thing? Let me ask you that.
I got it. First and foremost, I'm super critical, especially on North Carolina quarterbacks. You already know that.
Right.
Drake can throw every pass from any spot on the field, any angle. I mean, he has the ability to kind of have the arm strength and arm mechanics of like Patrick Mahomes, where he can, I mean, anywhere. I've seen him on his back throwing a dime for a touchdown. Like, I've seen it through the year. The problem is arm is, and he's been told how good his arm is. So sometimes he trusts it a little bit too much. And there's some things that he does that somewhat reminds me of Sam, where it's not as much him holding it, but his trust that he has in his ability. And so sometimes he might try to go for the big play, or sometimes he might try to do something spectacular when all we need is a quick, take what the defense gives you in a sense. So honestly,
right. That's easy. That's easy to be fixed though.
Well, right.
Somebody can fix that.
I think that could be fixed. I think that could be coached and everything like that. I mean, he's an amazing prospect, and I would love to get him and start him and everything, but you're going to have to protect him. You're going to have to put a good team around him. And North Carolina, we had a great running back, over 1,400 yards. We had decent receivers, the one guy, that Devontae Walker, and we had a decent tight end. So he had a couple pieces, but he was by far head and shoulders the top guy. So I would love it. I think it'd be a great move to bring him in. But if we had this draft, well, we wouldn't get Alt if we got that. So would you take it? Would you take May over Jaden Daniels? Yeah. I like Jaden Daniels. I do, but I fear that Jaden Daniels might be like an RG3 in the sense that if he gets really hit one good time, then he might be brittle. But then again, he played at LSU, so he was in the SEC. So
I saw. Now I don't know if this is true. Y'all back me up on this because I don't know. Y'all know more college than me. I saw that he was in college for 5 years and only had one good year. Is that true?
Yeah, he had a decent year last year, but this year was the year. And the reason why he got the Heisman because he had a game where he threw for over 300 passing yards and rushed for over 200 rushing yards on an LSU team that was not that great. They lost 4 games because their defense was atrocious, but he had them in every single game. So the guy can ball for sure, but like you said, he's been in the country for X amount of years, and really nobody knew about him, and he's had this one great year. So, if you could pair him up with the right team, the right coordinator, and get him in that right offense, maybe. But I don't know if he's going to be able to have the success with that college play style in the pros.
So you're kind of scared to draft him. Is that what you're trying to say?
I am. I think it would be a 50-50. I think he could hit. I think he could definitely hit. But like you said, I fear that it's just a 1-year deal, and then overall,
right, like Haskins type thing.
Right, but better than Haskins. I think he can put up numbers. Durability. There's a lot of stuff, but again, I'm skeptical on everybody. So, yeah, buddy. All right.
I'm skipping Drake and I'm skipping Jaden Daniels and I'm going everybody's hater. Caleb Williams. I'm going Caleb Williams. I got to, man. I gotta go Caleb Williams. If the Bears don't take him, we be stupid not to grab it, man. I'm telling you, I think he's the next talent. I could be wrong, but if you put him in the right system, give him the right coach.
At the end of the day, this comment says it best. What's up, Johnny? We got to develop them. That's something we have not been good at, and we need to. These new coaches have got to do this. They've got to assist our quarterback and not sit here and leave him out to dry.
Right.
So with that being said, Ab, you straight?
Yeah, I'm straight. Other than I think we are I think Jonathan, part of my trade and releases, because the draft is just part of what my theories are. But to me, I think we're moving Jonathan Allen this year.
We talked about that, Ab. Me and you talked about that.
We can save almost $10 million letting him be if we trade him this year. So
I think he's going there.
Yeah, I think he might, especially he's talking that good shit during the year. So he was outspoken, which he has a right to be, you know what I mean? Like he definitely was just speaking his mind, and you know what I'm saying? It's just he's not here for rebuilding anymore. He's been here 6-7 years. He's had it with us, man. He wants to win.
I want, and I could see that happening too. I just don't want us to burn our bridge with him like we did with Trent. Like I don't want these guys to leave. Even Montez came out in the media as like it feels good to be around a team that wants to win or that plays hard or something like that. I'm like, Dad, I do not want people to leave us and start talking crap. Like I want us to be like, yo, we appreciate everything you did for us. You were a foundational piece. Unfortunately, we understand that you want to get out and go somewhere else. That's fine. We're not going to ask you to sit here and stay, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, you got to do your thing. But let's split up amicably and not these back and forth where it's like, oh, we're going to talk about them and they're going to talk about us. You know?
Right.
You want to break up nicely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I still want to be able to. I still want to be able to call every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Baby. Yo, hey, real quick, man. Before we get out of here, so Nate's not going to be able to be with us. Appreciate you doing that one, Ab. That was dope, man. I appreciate that. Let's talk about it. We know kind of some reports came out today that it's looking, pretty solid that, Ben Johnson might be, he's our number one candidate. We've all been kind of talking about that and leaning in that direction. I'm going to come to you guys and say ask you guys, what do you think? Alex, I'm coming to you first. Is it Ben Johnson or is there somebody else that still has a shot?
Is it me or is it Ab?
Alex, you.
Yeah, I think it's Ben Johnson, man. I really do. I'm hearing around that Ben Johnson is he's real close with our front office or something like that. I think he's tight with Adam Peters too. So now I don't know how real that is, but even when he was in the press conference, they asked him, it was like, what do you think about Washington? He said something about highly respected them guys or whatever and stuff like that. So I mean, he can't wait to have an interview with us or whatever. So I'm really excited, man. I'm excited because we finally getting a young coach. I mean, obviously is he late 30s?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I mean, a young coach, and we ain't had a young coach in a long time. So I'm really excited. And what he's done with the Lions, I mean, look where they're at right now. They win one more game during the Super Bowl. Yep. A lot of that is Ben Johnson and his offensive scheme, because that offense, the Lions offense is incredible, and hopefully Ben Johnson was somewhat in them draft picks because, man, I don't know who their scout is, but with the tight end that they got, the running backs, and the wide receivers, man, God, bro, like Lions I'm hoping they go all the way and win it, man, because Lions have been so bad for so long, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I would love Ben Johnson. I know people were saying something about Slowick, but I'll take Ben Johnson over Slowick, even though I don't know too much about Slowick, but I know a little more about Ben Johnson. But yes, Ben Johnson, Washington head coach next year or this year. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, what you think?
To your point, Alex, to your point, they hit on the first 4 draft picks. They hit on their first 4 draft picks.
Nice.
Gee, repeat that.
That's crazy to me, bro. Crazy. So
it is.
The linebacker Campbell, the running back Gibbs,
right.
Laporta,
the tight end, yeah.
There's one more, but I forget the last one.
Melifamu, I think it is. Isn't it Melifamu?
I don't know, bro.
Corner, I think. I'll look it up. Yeah.
Was it the lineman?
Y'all gonna make we're gonna do this now.
No.
Oh no, it was Branch. It was Branch, right?
Oh, it was Branch.
Yes,
yeah,
it was Branch.
Yeah.
4, bro.
Thank you for getting that, man.
That's insane, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They need to go play the lottery. That's how cool. Like, that's how good that draft was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know who they scout was. This is incredible, and that's why I want to know if Ben Johnson was somewhat part of that, because he's the offensive coordinator, so I'm sure he talked about that. You know what I'm saying? So incredible, man. Lions, shout out to them. They real good.
But so I think it's going to be Ben Johnson too, even though I'm kind of leaning towards Raheem Morris. Honestly, there's something about Raheem Morris I like. I even like Mike McDonald from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah. I do. I like those guys. And like coming up, like real last, like sleeper is Dallas's offensive coordinator. I forget his name.
Dan Quinn. No.
I'm just saying. those are who I got in my list, my tops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think it's going to be Ben Johnson. My issue with this is we're waiting for the Lions to lose. It might be a month before they lose, guys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before we can hire Ben Johnson. And it's almost like the issue we had last year, looking for an offensive coordinator. And that's my issue, is that we can't pick our coordinators until we get our head coach.
Right.
And so everyone knows that that's what we're doing. We're waiting until Detroit loses, because they could have hired Raheem Morris already if they wanted him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why I know it's not going to be him. I'm just saying they could have hired him already, but they're waiting for Ben Johnson and Detroit Lions to lose a game, and that's what's going to happen. And Ben Johnson's going to get it, but I think it'll be slim pickings for our coordinators coming at that time. So, and that's the issue with me.
I think that's the only thing about with us. I think we're not going to go the defensive coach route. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of want an offensive mind guy. I think, the only defensive guy, like you said, Raheem Morris. I do like that, Ab, and I wouldn't mind another coach, man, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude for Tennessee Titans. Man, I think he was a hell of a coach, man. I think he's a somewhat of a great leader, man. It reminds me of
How old is he?
How old is he? Yeah, around 50-something.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes, yeah. As far as I know, he's 50-something. But I mean, he's got more wins than losses. I think they're close to each other. But I think Titans kind of messed up on that. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But that's the only defensive coach mind that I would want as a head coach. But I think we're going offense. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going offense this time. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we need, because it's an offensive league. You know what I'm saying? So
look,
I just want our offense to spark. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm right there with you. I definitely want an offensive spark. I also want Sam Howell to stay. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull out my guy Lee Corso and say, not so fast. I would love an offensive coach, and Ben Johnson, love him. What he's done with Jared Goff alone is enough that I need to see, because I was ready to write off Jared Goff. So, the fact that he is able to get Jared Goff, and like you said, Alex, if he had any input in that draft, he's a guy, no doubt. But the problem I have one of two picks. It's him and it's McDonald. And the problem is exactly what you said, Ab. I love them both. We see exactly what they're doing, but we have to wait damn near into the middle of February till we're even to get them in house. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, is it a detriment? And Alex, to your point, I know it's an offensive league. But when I look at that Ravens defense and I look at what McDonald's been able to do, how they crushed Miami, how they crushed San Francisco, you know what I mean? They put in work on good teams. And I honestly think, man, the only thing that trumps a really good offense is having a really good defense that can shut it down. I think either way we go, I think we'd be good. But for me, I mean, I would love to get a McDonald, and the fact that we know the pedigree, we know anybody in that hardball system and up 95 in Baltimore, we know how they work, how they think that whole thing. So I would love to bring that in house. But again, I wouldn't have an issue with Johnson or McDonald. But my biggest issue is that we better buckle up, because we're gonna be here for a while. Because there's a potential both of them play until the second week of February. So,
I will say this. I will say this, Sean, and y'all might hate me if I say this, but I will also take Eric Bieniemy at the head coach, not an offensive coordinator, not a defensive coordinator, but I will take Eric Bieniemy, because I just think that the players will respect him. A lot of our players, y'all remember in the training camp and throughout the season, they were going to Ron and saying, "Hey man, I don't like how he coaches," all that soft shit. So, I'm just like, man, I want this hard-nosed guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows what it is to be a champion. You know what I'm saying? He did it with KC. So As a head coach, absolutely, I would do EB, but yeah, I
What
would.
about
Yeah,
Slowick? Ben Johnny was asking about Slowick. What y'all think about him, the Texas OC?
yeah, another great offensive mind. Absolutely. What do you think, Ev?
I think.
That's
I
all
mean,
I know about him.
I'm not big on Slowick. First year offensive coordinator.
Right.
Now to get the number 2 draft pick, the best offensive player,
Yep.
best rookie offensive player of the year. Like he got him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't able to do anything when he wasn't there. So like you get what I'm saying? Like it's almost like, is it you or is it your players that
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's more like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't do my research in them, just my overall knowledge of the league and everything like that. It's just, he didn't win without Stroud there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they weren't good without Stroud. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
And to be honest, in their last showing, they weren't good with Stroud. Now, I'll give it to him that, it's the other guy on the list, but McDonald, that we're talking about, that shut him down. But let's be honest, that Houston offense scored 3 points. That full offense with Stroud and Nico Collins and all those guys scored 3 points against the Ravens. So, to me, I'm with you, Ab, where it's like, is it Slowick, or is it the fact that you have what we know as a solid coach in D'Amico Ryans? We know Stroud is amazing. The wide receivers are coming together. Singletary is very underrated at running back, and that defense is legit. How do we know it's not the team that's doing well and you're benefiting from that success, as opposed to it being you? Because, like you said, Ab, when they didn't have Stroud, they struggled. They looked like a completely different team, and in that playoff game, albeit the Ravens might be the potential Super Bowl champs, they still didn't look good,
And I'll add another caveat into that. I mean, they were depleted at wide receiver also. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we can't can't really judge them too harshly, like on their offense, because the week before they whipped up on the Cleveland Browns, and that defense is legit. So you know what I'm saying. So that but again, I don't know too much into him. I just know he's a first year coordinator. And it's just like, to me, it's just not his time right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just not his time right now. So give him another year, give him that EB treatment, like just let him marinate on the team right now, get some experience, and then maybe next year he'll become a head coach.
Yeah, I think Slow, same situation. When I watched the game, it's just a young team. You know what I'm saying? Never been there. First time in the playoffs in a long time. Just a young team. Baltimore has been there a few times, so they know how to change the game. With adversity and coming back or whatever. Because again, at halftime it was 10-10. This young team was doing real good. You know what I'm saying? They even missed a field goal. Remember that. They would have been up on Baltimore, but they missed that field goal. And I think, Baltimore at halftime just, talked in the locker room, made adjustments. And then what they did really was run more. Baltimore ran more, and Houston's defense just couldn't stop the run. They got tired, they got gassed, and it's a young team. They got a bunch of talent.
Lamar was trying to do way too much in that first half. It looked like
Lamar
was trying to go one-on-one with CJ Stroud as opposed to run the system. Because you look at that first drive out of the locker room, I mean, they were just crossing route, dink and dunk, and just they moved down the field so quickly. And then you knew it was over. But, I mean, with the exception of the punt return from the Texans, I mean, their defense, I mean, they looked good. But at the same time, nothing else helped except for the punt return.
Shout out to that punt return, because that was our guy.
Steven Sims, baby. Wow, another guy dominating elsewhere.
Yes, sir.
All right. So essentially, with a consensus, Ben Johnson looks like he's the most favorable pick. I don't think any of us would be upset if we got McDonald. with how solid he's doing. But at the same time, offensive mind, we're looking in that direction. We have potential to get so many great pieces. And I would, with the draft that you did, the mock draft you did, Ab, I would love to have Ben Johnson have that draft with some free agents, with that cap, and let's just see where he takes us, man. I'm with it, man.
I'm gonna email it to him right now, bro.
Say again?
I'm gonna email it to him right now.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm with it. Yo, hey, ladies and gentlemen. So, unfortunately, our guy Nate, he works with the WNBA and the Mystics, and he is one of the media members, and holds the press pass, goes to the games, things of that nature, and then also does interviews with some of the players and coaches after. So he was unable to meet up with us, but we're definitely gonna get him on here again another time. But I gotta shout out my guys, man. You see who's up into the. You see these two guys above me. I can't point to anyway. Yo, Alex over here on the left. My guy Ab also right. Yes, sir. If you want to talk football, you know where to come, because these gentlemen right here, we get down. Oh, for sure. For sure. and we got to shout out our guy. We got to shout out South Carolina's finest. Okay. Will Kramer, Doug K. Eggplant himself. Yo, I'm gonna stop with the nicknames. It's all good. But look, definitely stay tuned through this off season, man. Washington Football Roundtable, another rendition of Washington Football Weekly. Get as many people on here to talk about this game. And hey, look, everything that we've said right now, it might change tomorrow. We have no clue. They might go in a full different direction. We know how Washington is, so we're always cautiously optimistic.
Right.
So, hey, but gentlemen, are we good?
Straight.
Good.
I can dig it. Hey, for my guy Alyx Stevens and my guy Mr. Abloh, it's your boy Sean Spencer. And you already know how it go. I know we don't all like this song, but we gotta keep that left hand up and keep it strong, baby. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Gibbs, you got a good chance. Let me tell you something about some good fans. Back in the day, RFK was our palace. If you don't know, you need to ask about us.